Because of the isolated location of the Maldives and due to the small islands, it's hard to produce food locally. This is why 95% of all the food in the Maldives is imported from other countries such as Sri Lanka and India. Because of this high food import, a lot amount of fossil fuels is needed. This is not only costing the Maldives a lot of money, it is also very bad for the environment, looking at the CO2 emissions. Annually, more than 30 million kilos of vegetables are imported. So when this number will be reduced, so will be the CO2 emissions. Because fresh food has also to be important, a lot of food is spoiled and the food quality will decrease. Also, because of this limited lifespan, the fresh food is very expensive on the local islands. This calls for a sustainable solution.
Our team consists of 2 members, Pietro van Unnik and Annick Hellemans. Each member is going to introduce herself. Hi, I'm Annick Hellemans and I'm 21 years old. I'm a student civil engineering. During the project, I documented everything that we did to give good sight on the process.
Hello, my name is Pietro van Unnik and I'm 22 years old. Currently, I'm finishing my Bachelor in Life Science and Technology. And in this project, I had mostly the contact with the stakeholders. It was such a great experience and I can't wait to show you all what we've done there.
During the minor, we worked with the startup Brazilian Island. Brazilian Island is a company which enables farmers in small island developing states to produce sustainable vegetables locally, consequently reducing food import and unsustainable packaging, and improving food security. This startup is really up to date by using the newest innovative techniques with an eye on sustainability and improving the environment, as well as the land as the community itself.
Like said and shown before, there could be some improvements made in the waste issue and the food import issue. We decided to mainly focus on the food import problem. Our challenge for the past months is to reduce the food import on a household scale. This challenge could be divided into 3 sub-challenges. The social challenge is to make people more aware of the current situation and stimulate them to think about it. The educational challenge is to learn people how to apply the home gardening. The economic challenge is to make it possible for people to apply our solution in their own household.
When we were preparing this project, we wanted to design something that improves the soil of the Maldives using a local and sustainable product. We thought of using coconut as a fertilizer. After doing some research, we found out a method that made coconut into fertilizers. Only this method was too hard to do. So Brazilian Island brought us in contact with Gordon Jackson. He performed a composting kit pilot on household scale in the Ba Atoll. His outcomes were very successful. We decided to go with this method.
For our project, we went to Hitadu, an island in the most southern atoll in Adu, in the Maldives. To test these compost kits in Adu, we gave away our 4 kits to 4 different participants. 1 kit we gave to Ecuador Village, to the Sheriff Fooding School, to the MI College, and lastly to Veshishavu. The compost kits works as follows. The kit consists of so-called seed compost, which consists of certain microorganisms which can convert the food waste into fertilized compost. Therefore, the participants need to add daily if they have their food waste. This can differ from onion peels to rice. It is very important that the mixture of the food waste and the seed compost needs to be mixed daily, so the food waste is surrounded by microorganisms. To check and keep track of the kit, we stop by each participant every week and check the kit and the documentation of what kind of waste and the amount of waste they put into the compost kit. To ensure that everything runs smoothly, we made an instruction list and we created a group WhatsApp where the participants send updates and ask questions. By every weekly check, we measure the temperature of the compost kit. If the temperature is rising, it is a good sign. It means that the microorganisms which convert the food waste into compost are working. We also tried to make our own seed compost. We did this by giving workshops to the students of the MI College. The workshops were very successful and we could give the students their own compost kit with their own made seed compost. We also tested the own fertilizer from the compost kits of the 4 participants. We let 4 tomato seedlings grow with the fertilizer. The results were very positive.
Ecuador Village is a resort on the southern island of Adu. It is interesting for us to see what the difference between their compost and the compost is on households.
We are very happy about the project that you have conducted here. We learn a lot and I hope this will benefit for us in the future. Thank you.
The Sheriff Fooding School is one of the biggest schools in Adu. Our aim with this school is to make children more aware of the problem and educate them more about the current situation. It's very important for our social and educational challenges.
Assalamu alaikum. We are the students from 6th and so far it seems very good. I think it might grow some very good plants.
The MI College is a school for horticulture which has a few students. It's led by Dr. Mahfouz. They also performed different experiments of growing crops.
Recommend the neighbors and friends to do this.
Versus Shavo is an NGO of Fatima Said which aims to make Ado more green again. The members are all volunteers and help by cleaning up public spaces in Ado. The NGO also gave away free plants to make the neighborhood greener and started a project to reduce plastic bags in stores.
Thank you so much for introducing me this project. I will try my best to work with this and to help also others, to introduce others so they can also learn something from this. Thank you so much.
To continue the project when we are away, we made an instruction of how the compost can be used and how to make the seed compost. The seed compost mostly consists of products that are easy to buy in the supermarkets, so this will stimulate people to make it by their own.
The best memory I have of this trip are all the goodbye gatherings we had just before we left. Everyone was so sweet and thoughtful of giving us food and presents, something I was really thankful about. This is something that I will never forget.
For me, this trip has too many special memories I could share, but I will cherish every memory I had with the friends I made. They taught me so much about their way of living and the life in general. They are so nice and so kind, a memory I will have forever. I also made a lot of underwater friends. The sea lives in the Maldives is the most impressive thing I ever saw. Also a memory that will be in my mind forever.